The sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic series is S of n equals 3n squared plus 4n. Determine the first three terms of this series. We need to realize we have a sequence that's being added. We know we have a first term, a second term, and a third term all the way up to an nth term. But this question is asking for the first three terms of the series. What's this number here? What's this number here? And what's this number here? Forget about anything after. I know it says three terms, but can you come up with the sum of one term? That would actually give us the first term. If we use n is 1 in the formula, we get 3 times 1 plus 4, which is 7. We know that that first term is a 7. Do we know the second term? Well, no. But can we find out the sum of the first two terms and then subtract the 7? There it is. What is the sum of two terms? It's 3 times 2 squared plus 4 times 2, which is 3 times 4 plus 4 times 2 is 8, which is 12 plus 8, which is 20. This sum is 20, which means T1 plus T2 is 20. If you know T1 is 7, can you get T of 2? Subtract 7 both sides. T of 2 is 13. This is using algebra, but if you look here, if you have the whole is 20 and you take away 7, you're going to get this term here. Second term is 13. And then finally, n is equal to 3 would be S of 3 is equal to 3 bracket 3 squared plus 4 bracket 3. And we have 3 times 9 plus 12 is 27 plus 12, which gives us 39. All of this up to here adds up to 39. And I think you can see that 39 is the whole, and you've got part of it is 20. The other part has to be 19. And let's show the algebra then. So if we have t of 1 plus t of 2 plus t of 3 is S of 3. So we have 20 plus t of 3. And we know the sum is 39. And there it is. T of 3 is going to be, subtract 20 both sides, 19. We know that the first three terms are 7 and 13 and 19. We have 7 and 13 and 19. Let's add one more question. How about the sum of the first 20 terms? Can you calculate that? We have a formula for that. S of n is equal to n over 2 bracket the first term plus the last term. S of 20 is going to be 20 divided by 2. The first term is 7 and the last term is problem. We don't know. Well, t of n is t of 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We could use 7 plus 20 subtract 1, and the d value is 6 because 13 subtract 7 is 6. 19 subtract 13 is 6. And therefore we have 7 plus 19 times 6. T of 20 is, I should have put a t of 20 here, 19 times 6 plus 7 121. We've got 20 divided by 2 is 10, and then the 7 plus 121, and that gives us 10 times 128, which is 1,280, is the sum of 20 terms. Great job. Sometimes when we're working on math problems, our brains get stuck and we get frustrated and you just want to give up. But I encourage you, don't give up for too long. Try a problem, give yourself a break, talk it over with a friend, change your scenery, get a fresh new start, get a good night's sleep, or maybe go skiing or something like that if you're lucky enough to be able to drive to the hill, and try again the next day. Keep doing the same problems over and over, and you'll see they'll become more clear. Thinking about skiing, what's the D value here? 0. If I know that a particular lift has, 20 chairs, probably more than that, but if we know that we have 20 chairs, will we be able to get the 20th chair using our formula? We'll use the formula T of n equals T of 1 plus n minus 1 times D. So T of 20 is the first term. We know we have 4 in the first chair, and then we have 20 chairs minus 1 times D is 0. That wipes out this part. So T of 20 is 4. The formula checks out. Look at that. Here's a thought for you. If we have 20 chairs and 4 people are on each chair, how many in total are riding up the chairlift? That's a simple problem. 4 people on each chair, 20 chairs, that makes 80 people riding up. Have a look at the series formula and notice that we get the same answer. S of n is n over 2 times the first term plus the last term. And in this case, we have 20 chairs. So S of 20, or the sum, would be 20 divided by 2. The value of the first chair is 4. The value of the last chair is 4. And if you do the math, we get 10 times 8, which is 80. Same answer.